live, ninjas. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Welcome back to another ninja, another mother flipping after pill live stream, ninjas. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Shouts out to Cartier. What's going on? Once you come in, go ahead and tap into the chat. Tap into the chat, ninja. Listen, we're about to talk about something. Listen, this is going to be a legendary stream. This is going to be a legendary stream, ninja. Everybody needs to hear this, right? Let me do some housekeeping real quick. Gotta make sure everything is cool and dandy. Once you come in, tap into the chat, right? How's y'all Saturday? How's y'all Saturday going? How's y'all Saturday going? How's y'all's week going? What's going on? What's going on? Come in and hit that like button. Come in and hit that like button. Jack Frost, what's going on? And shouts out, I want to give a special shout out to TC Prime. TC Prime. His link to his YouTube channel is in the chat, is pinned to the top of the chat. TC Prime is tonight's sponsor, and many other sponsor, of tonight's live stream. Me and TC Prime, we planning on putting some stuff together, putting together a live stream, putting together a few live streams together. We're gonna hash it out, agree, disagree, right? Talk about a variety of different topics. So shouts out to TC Prime. So stay tuned for that. Jack Frost, what's going on? Matt, what's going on? Pretty good. Hope you're doing good. Listen, I am doing Cartier collab. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Collab. Cartier looking like collab, ninja. You collabing ass ninja? Okay, ninja. We're gonna see about this one. We're gonna see about this one. But he has some good content. He has some good content over there. Definitely a great setup. I need to get my setup like his. He has that prime setup. He got it all set up like a dang on studio and everything. I need to get mine like his. I'm still trying to get all my angles and everything together. Right? Pick and choose which camera I need to use. This has been working good for me. This has been working fine for me right here. But anyway, yeah, shouts out to TC Prime. But yeah, my week has been good. Listen, I'm full of energy, ninja. Here's the key, right, to having a lot of energy, right? This may throw y'all for a loop, right? But for me personally, the key for me to having a bunch of energy is to work. Yep. The key for me to having a bunch of energy is to go to work, right? And yes, I say, yeah, I'm tired at the end of the week. I'm tired, after, working, 6 days, tired after working, 9-hour shifts, 10-hour shifts. Yeah, ninja be tired, but then again, I'm still energized. I'm ready to get after it again, right? The key to having energy is to staying productive, not staying busy, staying productive. Being busy is going to drain you, right? Being busy means you're not doing anything, right? Being busy means you just, you go in a Wally World, ninja, and looking around. You window shopping at Wally World. Wow, look at that. Look at that ass, ninja. Look, isn't that vase nice, ass ninja? Isn't that vase nice? Yeah, maybe we can get that on layaway. Maybe we can get, oh, look at that TV. Yeah, 46 inch, 50 inch. Oh, look at that 60 inch over there, ass ninja. Look at that 60 inch over there. Look at that 60 inch over there. Maybe we can get that on layaway for Christmas. Wally World ass ninja. Keeping yourself busy is going to drain you to death. Right? You want to be productive, right? Productive, aka production, right? Meaning that you're producing, you're putting out, right? Creating, right? Busy. You can do anything, ninja. I can just sit right here and snap my fingers, ninja. I can sit right here and snap my fingers, ninja, and that's busy. What you doing over there? Snapping my fingers, ass ninja. Snapping my fingers. That's it. Yep. That's busy. That's being busy. But you know what's being productive? Writing down your goals. Right? You know what's being productive? Going to the gym. You know what's being productive? Learning a new skill. You know what's being productive? Reading. Right? That's being productive. That's being productive. But a lot of ninjas out here busy. A lot of ninjas out here wondering why they can't get ahead. A lot of ninjas out here wondering why, their life is such, in a smuck. Right? They wonder why everything's so messed up, ninja, because you busy, ninja. You busy watching Netflix, ass ninja. You busy doing nothing. Ninja, you busy scrolling through your phone. Ninja, you busy doing everything but what you supposed to do. Matt says he working out right now. Hey, shouts out to Matt. Get it in. I'm actually jealous, Matt. I didn't get to make it into the gym, but you know what? It's all good. I'm gonna just count it as a rest day. I only had one rest day. So I'm gonna count this one again as a second rest day. Then I gotta get back to it another 3 to 4 days. I gotta get back to it tomorrow. Got to get back to it Monday. Got to get in there. But I got a few collabs coming. Again, shouts out to TC Prime. Check his channel out. It is pinned to the top of the chat. Check him out. Go subscribe to his channel over there. But I have a few more collabs coming. Y'all asked for Shorty. Remember Shorty from the gym? Remember old girl? Moy was in here praying. Ninjas was in here almost falling out of their seat. Ninja, that's her right there. Yeah, Ninja. Yeah, she's the marriage type. Yeah, she'll be back on. She'll be back on this week, Ninja. Ninjas was in here falling out of their seat. They couldn't believe what she was saying. More catching strays. Ninjas in here couldn't believe what she was saying. I believe that. Yeah, I am conservative. Yep, I am, Yep, I believe in a woman being a woman and a man being a man, ass ninjas. I believe in, Christian values. Ninjas in here watering at the mouth. I need that one. Ninja couldn't believe it. They ain't never heard that before. That's how they get y'all ninjas. That's how they get y'all ninjas. I guess we got enough people in here. Man, y'all come on in and hit the like button. This is gonna be a great stream tonight. A fantastic stream tonight. Listen, I'm all about bursting bubbles. Right? A lot of you don't want to believe. Cartier says, boy, found this one. A lot of you don't want to believe, but I'm gonna make you ninjas believe. Right? I'm gonna make you ninjas believe, right? As y'all already seen from the title, right? Women are no longer in love, ninja. Right? And truth be told, this was a long time coming. Yep, this was a long time coming, ninja. A long time coming. Right? As we already know. I gotta keep reiterating it for those of you in the back. Jules Verne says it takes two. Ninja, I don't know what that means. I'm sure we've heard this one. Men are in love, women are in business. Yep. Shouts out to CGA. Men are in love, women are in business. Right. This is basically along the same lines. Right. But I can't seem to figure out why so many men have not woken up. It's like men, and this is the majority of men. This is the majority of men. I believe the majority of men are stuck in a sunken place. You cannot prove me wrong. I believe that a good portion of men are stuck in a sunken place. And there's almost no saving the majority of these ninjas. Right? That matter of fact, let me go ahead and put a poll. I'm gonna go ahead and put a poll in the chat. I'm gonna go ahead and put a poll in the chat. And I want you to answer it truthfully. You ain't got a lot of kick it. You ain't got a lot of kick it, Craig. Watch this. Answer truthfully. Answer truthfully. Who is more delusional? Men or women? Who's more delusional? What dang, where's my poll go? Where'd my poll go? Do y'all see the poll? Does everybody see the poll? Is the poll in the chat? Okay, there we go. I see it. Had to refresh. But answer truthfully. I want to see how many of you ninjas sit up here and lie. I want to see how many of you ninjas sit right up here and lie. It looks like the lying has already started. It looks like the lying has already started. Somebody said, tough question. Somebody said, tough question. Cartier says, I reckon women have reason to be delusional because no one tells them otherwise. Blake Bradley, tough question. Blake Bradley said years in the making. Years in the making. Listen, Vern, if you want me to acknowledge you, Ninja Super Chat. Right? But yeah, this is across the same lines of, CGA has mentioned this. Women are in love, men are in business, right? Women are no longer in love, right? Basically, it's the same thing. Women are no longer in love. F you pay me. F you pay me. And unfortunately, a lot of men still haven't caught up. Listen, this is what I believe. I believe that men are 10 to 15 years behind women. Yep. The majority of men are 10 to 15 years behind women. Right? Women have already adapted to what's going on. Women have already adapted to being monetized. Women have already adapted to finessing. Women have already adapted to getting you running you simps, out of y'all pockets. Women have already adapted. It is men who are still falling behind. And I say 10 to 15 years, right? Modern love, or whatever you want to call love, whatever, ninja, whatever you want to call love, has been replaced by transactional exchange, ninja. Right? See, a lot of men don't want to accept this. A lot of men, see, this is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt a lot of men. Some of you still don't want to accept it. Some of you still, ninja, you still talking to that girl. She telling you, she flirting with you and all that. You just hoping that she just like you for you, ninja. Let me tell you something, man. Ninja, please answer this. What about you is so likable, Ninja? Ask yourself the hard questions. Ask yourself the hard questions. What about you is so likable? You ninjas out here, you hate yourself almost, ninja. You ninjas out here, you hate yourself. But you think these chicks somehow they just adore you, ninja. You are so funny. He ha ha, ninja. Ninja, you ain't that damn funny. Aiden Smash says, I think men. Right? He said, I think men. Well, ninja, I think men too. I think at this point, see, back then it seemed like just, and when I say back then, I'm talking about just these past 4 to 5 years. See, these past 4 to 5 years, it seemed as though women are the ones who were losing their mind. Now, don't get me wrong. Now, they are delusional as well. Very, very delusional, right? Extremely delusional. But now I think it's coming down to men are delusional to the point where it's costing them everything, ninja. Men are so delusional, stuck in this love illusion, right? They're so stuck in this love illusion that it is costing them everything. And when I say costing them everything, ninjas don't want to go and get a bag, right? Ninjas don't want to be. They don't want to be top 10%, top 20%. They don't want to do it. The main line that a lot of dudes use is, well, all of us, everybody can't be rich, everybody can't have money. Ninja, bye, ninja, with all that mind, with that kind of mindset, loser mentality, loser maxing, right? A lot of men have a loser mentality. They have a mediocre mentality. But you see, I'm starting to see. Men are starting to blame women for every single issue, right? Every single issue, something that happens, right? The plane falling out of the sky. Yeah, it was a woman. Ninja, do you have a license to fly, ninja? I'm sorry. Ninja, do you have a license to fly, ninja? Ninja, you can't speak on nothing, ninja. Ninja barely got a high school diploma talking about some, yeah, that's what happens when you let a woman drive the plane, ninja. That's what happens when you let the woman fly the plane, ninja. Ninja, get up out of here, ninja. Ninjas in here barely making it. Ninjas in here barely making it, but then want to speak on everything. The Guardian says many women are high maintenance and gold digging. Welcome to real life, ninja. Welcome to real life. Who's actually complaining? Who's actually complaining about the gold digging though? Shouts out to the Allen Show. Philippines has best dating I've ever seen. It's so fun. Y'all go check out the Allen Show. Blake Bradley says, but I will admit, women would do anything to get the bag. Yeah, they will do anything to get the bag. But ninjas won't. Men won't. They won't go above and beyond to get it back. Go and get the bag. Men don't want to do anything but wondering why they get in the same old raggedy daggedy as ninja as results, ninja. The same old regular excuses. Aiden Smash with a super chat. Shouts out to Aiden. Bro, men have not adapted yet. They still in red pill rage, waiting for women to hit the wall and tell them, I told you. By the time chicks hit the wall, ninjas be 60 plus. Ninja said 60 plus years old. LOL, just adapt to the current situation. They're 10 to 15 years behind. Shouts out to Aiden. They are 10 to 15 years behind. They don't want to learn. They don't want to get it. So many men, right? And I mean this wholeheartedly. So many men, right? They want everything to crash and burn. That's their only resolve. They want everything to crash and burn. So for some reason, women can come back and crawl into them saying, please help me, Mr. Sir. Please help us. Please, ninjas don't have nowhere to live. Ninjas still stay in the basement. Ninjas don't have no survival skills. No survival skills. Dudes only know how to survive on dang on Call of Duty, right? No survival skills, no skills for a matter of fact. But then you think when everything crash and burn, they just gonna run back to you, ninja. No, they guess what? Guess what happens when they guess what will happen when everything go and crash and burn? Guess what's gonna happen, ninja? They're gonna run to the strongest, ninja. They're gonna run to the strongest. They're gonna run to the ones who have the most resources. They're gonna run to the ones who have the shelter. They're gonna run to the ones who are built tall, muscular, look like they can slay a dragon, ninja. That's who they're gonna run to. And guess who they're gonna reproduce with too, ninja? They're gonna reproduce with the testosterone filled 6 foot plus dominant dang on dudes. That's what's gonna happen. But for some reason, they just think, oh yeah, I can't wait till everything crash and burn. I can't wait till everything crash and burn. Yeah, they're gonna learn a lesson. They're gonna learn a lesson. They're gonna wish they never crossed me. they're gonna wish they never crossed me. They're gonna wish they never did this. Right? They're gonna wish they never went on with feminism. They're gonna wish it. I guarantee you, they're gonna come back crawling, and all of them they're gonna get in line, and we're gonna start back marrying again. Ninja, that ain't gonna change nothing. That's not gonna change the fact that you mediocre. That's not gonna change the fact that you have no ambition. That's not gonna change the fact that you have no motivation. That's not gonna change the fact that you don't even have the wherewithal to take care of your motherfucking self. That ain't gonna change nothing about that. Nothing. Ninja still got dang on toilet paper crumbs in his ass after taking a shower. Ninja, come on now. Ninja don't even know how to wipe his ass right. You don't even know how to wipe your booty right. Pause. No diddy. You don't even know how to wipe your booty right. But for some reason you think you about to listen, man. You can't make this up. You can't make this up. So in my opinion, I think nowadays 2025 with the especially with the incel culture. Listen, the incel culture is deriving from men, one first and foremost, not being able to get women just because they're men. Right? That illusion is broken now. That's broken. If you haven't come out of that illusion, like Aiden Smash said, right? Red pill rage, right? Basically the illusion, the blinders are still over your face. You think that you're just supposed to get a woman just off the willy-nilly just because you got a little piggly wiggly between your legs, ninja. You think that just because you got that women are just supposed to drop down and start praising you like Allah and God himself and Jesus, ninja. Please, ninja. Please. And men are upset. Men are upset. Men are upset because they can't just come out here and run game. Men are just upset because they scrawny little French fries. Scrawny little French fries. And men are upset because they can't just come out here and do all that lip service, right? You want to come out here and do all that lip service, but then don't want to put the money where your mouth is, ninja, because you don't have the money to put it where your mouth is. So then you get passed up for a dude who do has the bag. And quite frankly, we've talked about this before. Yeah, getting into the gym matter, right? But that's more so for yourself, right? Look does matter, right? Your physicality does matter, right? Right. And in the case of women having that true burning desire, right? That sexual burning desire. Yeah, all of those things does matter. Height does matter, right? But ultimately now what it's coming down to, ninja, if you don't have that bag, what is ultimately coming down to, ninja, if you don't have that bag, it is over with. Now it is a double whammy. It is a double whammy. Matter of fact, a triple whammy. If you are good looking, tall, muscular, right, handsome, then you have your financials in order. Yeah, then that's a triple whammy, right? A quadruple whammy, ninja. But ultimately, a woman would deal with a man, right? A woman would deal with a man who may be less desirable on the physicality side. She'll deal with a man who is less desirable on the physicality side just to get to that bag. Because here's the thing, like we say all the time, by the time a woman is 25 and she hasn't been married, she hasn't been in a long-term relationship, which that is most of them nowadays. Most women are single as far as under 30 range. That under 30 range, Gen Z, like early young millennials, right? The majority of them are single. The majority of them are single, right? And a lot of them have not even been in relationships. A lot of them have not even been in relationships. Shouts out to Moy just entering into the chat. Moy, you tried to sneak in here, Ninja. Moy tried to sneak in here, Ninja. What's going on, Moy? But under 30, the majority of women are single. They never been in a relationship, right? They've been thrown around. They've been thrown around. They've been tossed around. They've been everywhere up under the sun. They've been on that boat. They've been rocking the boat. They've been in the back of the car seat, Ninja. They've been in those places. Trust and believe it. Just because they have not been in a relationship doesn't mean they're not getting poked, Ninja. Right? But the game has truly changed. Right? A lot of men, they want to sell. See, what a lot of men get wrong too. A lot of men are not honest. Right? Stroke, pass, Cartier. A lot of men are not honest. See, these dudes who want to, they want to run game. They want to, basically play trickaroo. They want to play the trickery, right? They want to lead. See, this is what I'm noticing too, right? These simps, red pill ragers, right? Andrew Tate ass ninjas, right? They want to get out here and basically they want to trick women. They want to trick them. Right. And when I say trick them, they want to lead them on as if the relationship is the thing that they ultimately wanted. Right. Oh yeah, baby, I want to marry you. I want to marry you. Shouts out to Moy with the super chat. Today I have seen tons of low class men beta bucks. Bro, it is widespread. It is widespread. But dudes walking around, yeah, I'll marry you, baby. I'll marry you. I'll put a ring on your finger. Right? Just lying ass ninjas. Just lying. Why lie? Why lie? Men lie, right? For the most part, men lie because they have no leverage. They have no leverage. Yeah, top 10, man, we already acknowledged that already. Men are in love, women are in business. Yes, basically same concept. Aiden Smash says, yeah, I don't agree with manipulation, goofy tactics. Yeah, today I have seen tons of low class men beta bucks, bro. They're walking everywhere. Nobody believes in carrying themselves with any kind of substance anymore. Right? I see more classy oriented women, but I think it's widespread just everywhere. There's mediocre people everywhere. When I say that 90% of women don't even do anything for me, I mean 90% of women don't do anything for me. They really don't. The majority of women that I see out here, they carry themselves any kind of way, right? It's ugly out there. Then the men are just walking sloppalopasauruses. They walking sloppalopasauruses. A lot of women out here walking sloppalopasauruses, right? She can be fat in the sloppalopasaurus. Most of them not in shape. John says, I'm like Tony Montana. I tell the truth even when I lie. But that's how it is now. It's a lot of mediocrity going on. Right? A lot of mediocrity going on. Right? And the mediocrity is there because nobody wants to improve. Right? And since we're on the topic of men don't want to improve. Right? So you got all of these different things coming into play. Right? You got transactional relationships increasing. Then you have, basically ruining relationships, right? Social media has ruined relationships for the average guy, right? If you don't have a prime social media presence, most women don't even want to deal with you. Most women don't even want to deal with you. Before you can even get their number, for the most part, before you can even get that number, what is the first thing that they say? Not my number, but you can take my Instagram. You can take my Instagram. Why do you think that is? I'm sure you know the answer. Why do you think that is? Why do they want your Instagram? Why do they want your social media? Because they want to see if you have some motion, ninja. They want to see if you have it going on. They want to see if you have some clout. They want to see what you got going. They want to see what you're doing. They want to see what you're driving. They want to see what the dealio is. Are you traveling, ninja? What hotels are you in? Right? What circles are you in? That is the reason why. Right? And social media has basically killed. Social media has killed genuine connection. Right? No longer can you just walk in a Starbucks, see a little nice little ponytail sitting in the seat drinking her little latte, ninja. Ninja, nope. No longer can you walk into the grocery store, ninja. This is not 1985. You can't just walk in the grocery store and follow a chick around, ninja. They're going to call the police, ninja. Security is going to call police before she even get to it, ninja. You're not following a chick around the grocery store and think that you're about to, find your wife, ninja. That shit is over with, right? And things like IG, TikTok, dating apps, uh, ninja, they've expectations, right? So they're seeing old girl over here, right? Women, y'all gotta understand. With social media, women copy each other, right? That's why I said when these OnlyFans girls, they getting 1,000 guys running trains on them. I've seen some other follow ups after the other girl that went viral for it. I've seen some other follow ups who they're following up behind her. Basically, they're following up behind her, and that's why I said this is next, right? Body count being thrown in the back of the bus, right? Because now they're treating, what was the girl name, Lily something. Now they're treating men as well. They're treating like celebrities now, right? They're treating these girls like celebrities. Had 1,000 guys run up in her, what, in 24 hours. And then she was all in Mexico over spring break, and dudes, they taking pictures, they getting kisses, right? They trying to find out what that cootie cat like. They drooling over her, right? But in a generation that are professional goons. This is the OnlyFans generation. This is the professional Gooners generation. Next to be is the girlfriend AI chat boxes, the boyfriend AI chat boxes, right? This is the generation of corn dwellers, ninja, right? This is that generation. This is that generation. So IG, TikTok inflated everything, right? Hoflation, basically. Hoflation. Hoflation. Right. So now they're seeing this girl. She's taking a flight first class to dang on LA. What is she doing? Right. Then they're trying to find out, okay, she's taking a first class flight to LA. Then she took another business class. So, what does she look like? Now they're seeing, she got her face done, right? She got the lips all looking percolating and all that, lips puckering up, right? They see the BBL, they see the dang on the waist snatched and all of that stuff. They know she went to Dr. Miami or Dominican Republic somewhere, so they looking at her like, okay, if she's flying first class, if she's doing this, then I need to look like her, ninja. That's what they're saying. I need to look like her because obviously, however this girl is looking, she's able to fly first class, right? She's able to jump on this flight. She's able to go to Miami. She's able to go to LA. She's traveling. I don't ever see her working. Oh no, but she definitely working. She definitely working. It may not be on camera. It may not be on camera, but she's definitely working. So women get caught up in the luxury, the glam, the way that everything looks, right? the way that everything looks, and the relationship aspect of it is not working. Listen, I was talking to this girl, right, and she was telling me she just been with she was like 22, I think. She was like 22 or 21. But she was explaining to me just the different guys, she was dealing with, right? And this is not the first time. This is not the first time I've heard this, right? I have said multiple times that women have told me plenty of times how their boyfriend is not doing this, or this and that and a third is going on, or oh, I want to get my nails done but I can't, and just so on and so forth. And we were sitting back talking, right? And she was just saying, like, yeah, the guys for some reason, like, they come in strong, right? They come in basically selling her a dream, right? They come in selling her a dream, right? And then to find out, dudes don't have no car, dudes' car get repossessed, like dudes in between jobs, between Wally World and Family Dollar, ninjas don't have no money. And I'm like, but at first you're like, well, maybe you're choosing the wrong dudes. Maybe you're choosing the wrong dudes, which still could be true. However, Ninja, I'm hearing the same story over and over again, Ninja. I'm hearing the same story over and over again. So either the women are all dealing with the same broke men, which is highly unlikely, Ninja, which is highly unlikely, or a lot of ninjas are out here really failing. A lot of dudes are really out here failing, man. A lot of dudes don't have their P's and Q's together. A lot of dudes really not getting out here and getting to the bag. A lot of dudes really don't have their financials in order. And I've reiterated plenty and plenty of times. If you don't have no money, stay your broke ass home. But men don't want to do it because men think they're obligated to the punani. Ninjas think they're obligated to the booty. No, you're not obligated, ninja. As a matter of fact, you don't deserve it. As a matter of fact, you don't deserve no punani. You don't deserve no booty, ninja. You don't deserve any of it. You don't deserve the the sweet watery guts. Shouts out to Steph is cold. You don't deserve those sweet watery guts, ninja. You don't deserve none of that. Ninjas out here investing into struggle love, ninja. John says they don't deserve ninjas don't even deserve OnlyFans, but these OnlyFans subscriptions, they be so cheap. Ninja, $3.99, you can't beat that. You can't beat $3.99. So ninjas on there. Well, I can afford $3.99. I can afford $3.99 as ninja. I can afford it. So ninjas in here paying. They ain't paying no more than $10. They ain't paying no more than $10 for the OnlyFans. Right? Ninjas coughing up $3.99 to go in the corner of the basement, ninja, and get one off. Do you not understand? It is. Let me explain something to y'all, man. Let me explain something to y'all. I think the darkest a man can go, right? And this is my opinion, take it with a grain of salt or whatever. But I feel like if a man has to rely on social media, right? OnlyFans or corn, right? Or any of those things, gooning, right? If a man has to rely on either one of those things, I think you have reached a very extremely dark and low point in your life, ninja. Imagine, I can imagine. I really can't. But imagine not being able to touch a physical woman. Imagine not being able to touch a physical woman. Imagine only seeing a woman that you will never touch it. Not even probably, Ninja. You won't ever touch in your life. Imagine only being able to look at that chick through a screen, right? You can't afford her, Ninja, because they running about 600 to 2,000 a pop, Ninja. You can't afford her, Ninja, right? You will never be able to reach her, Ninja. She got 50,000 Instagram followers, Ninja. She don't see you, she don't recognize you. That has to be the lowest point that a man can reach. And I'm dead serious. Right now, I'm not talking about, Ninja. It's just a slow night, and you like, man, I'm not trying to go see her today, man. Let me just rub one out, and it'll change my mind. I'll come to my senses. I'll get my post nut clarity, and I'm gonna go to sleep, Ninja. That's a completely different situation, Ninja. That's a completely different situation. I'm talking about these ninjas who are professional gooners, professional settlers, Ninja. Right? They're professional corn settlers. They know corn stars by name. They know the BBC guys by name, Ninja. They know the corn girls by name. They know their full name, what scenes, what kind of movies they been in, Ninja. They know the whole nine. They know the whole thing. Ninjas who ain't touched a woman in dang on 2 years, and this is happening because best believe if some of these women are not out here, they're out here not being touched. Best believe, Ninja, that most of these guys are not being touched either. That has to be the lowest point that you could reach in your human life. That's a very low point. I can't imagine. I can't imagine. Let's see what these comments are saying. Moy says, Looney fans or Lonely fans whack, and your corn is free. LOL. Ninjas down bad, extremely down bad. Dudes really be analyzing. Bro, there's a dude on Instagram. I don't have his page, but there's a dude on Instagram. I don't know if it may have popped up on y'all feeds, but he basically, so the faces go by. The faces go by, and he's naming them verbatim, like corn star after corn star after corn star. Right? This whole thing is dedicated to naming professional corn stars. He's like a little weird looking what's the name? He's not an Asian dude, weird looking white dude, nerdy looking dude. Right? Diabolical. But imagine being able to work, but then peep the other side. Imagine being able to work for your money, right? You working hard as hell. You putting in the time, you putting in the hours, right? And then at the end of it all, Ninja, at the end of it all, you're able to have you can pick one out, pluck one out, Ninja. Pluck one out. I like this one, Ninja. I don't want a red Skittle today. I want a yellow Skittle today, Ninja. Imagine that. But a lot of guys don't want to hear it. A lot of guys don't want to hear it. Because they think that they can get the women without leveling up. Men think that they can get even for you traditional ass ninjas. It is not making sense to me how so many guys, they're claiming that they want tradition. So many guys are claiming that they want a traditional woman. But then when you start talking about money, when you start talking about coughing up a little bit of change, ninjas sitting up here like a deer in headlights, Ninja. They sitting up in here like a deer in headlights, Ninja. Okay, so you want a traditional woman, so you don't plan on taking care of a Ninja, or what's the plan, Ninja? Well, she can just drink water. She can just drink water and eat bread. Ninja, you gotta live on a where's you gotta live on less ass ninjas. Where them ninjas at? Them ninjas was all in my chat the other day. Them niggas was all in my chat the other day. You just gotta learn to live. You just gotta learn to live with less, ninja. It's a difference between budgeting, ninja. It's a difference between budgeting and just living like a dang gone peasant, ninja. Where you ninjas at? See, ninjas leaving now because they don't want to hear it. Where you where you traditional ass ninjas at? You gotta live on less ass ninja. Where you ninjas at? Y'all were all in the chat. Y'all were all in the chat the other day. Y'all were all in the chat the other day talking about how you need to live on less and she need to eat bread and drink water, ninja. Less is more ass ninjas. Don't have no kind of tap. I see a lot of dusty, no brushing teeth ass ninjas out here, bro. They are everywhere. Everywhere. They're everywhere. That's why I keep saying I need to get somewhere or find a circle where all the higher end ninjas at. That's what I need to do. I need to find a city, find a circle, because where are the ninjas at? Where are they? Because I'm tired of the mediocrity. I'm tired of it. And here's another caveat, right? Here's another caveat. And I've said this before. She's either one, well, three things, right? Which probably the first thing a lot of men don't even fall under in the first place. First thing, right? You either that dude, right? And you know if you that dude. So don't get out here pump faking, acting like you that dude when you know you ain't that dude. You know when you're that dude. So one, you that dude, you're him, right? You're him, got your financials in order, you're working, ninja, you got the moolah, right? You're doing what you're supposed to do, right? You look good, you carry yourself well, you him, right? Second thing, you're a stepping stone ninja. You're a stepping stone guy. Listen, I really don't be trying to toot my own horn. I really just analyze my environment. I see what's going on and I just present what has happened. But you can tell, listen, and you guys may have experienced this. Dudes who be with a girl, dudes who are with their girl, and when him walk in a room, the girl automatically chooses. Automatically. You could have jumped out a nice car. You had that shit on, right? You look good, you smell good, right? When you walk in a room and she looks at you, and the aura is in the air, ninja, right? Your girl ain't yours. And I've seen it many times. I've seen many times where and ninja, I just don't walk and just be like, let me see if I can take his bitch. I just don't be walking like, let me see if I can take this ninja bitch. Let me see. No, I'm just willy-nilly, ninja, just willy-nilly walking, ninja. Right? She right by her man. Right? Chicks will break their neck just to see you walk past. Chicks will break their neck just to stare. If you have to get in front of your girl to stop her from looking, and this shit happened to me today. Swear to God, this happened to me today. I'm just regular working. Have my earphones in. Like I said, I pay attention to my surroundings, pay attention to my environment. You know, gotta stay alert, ninja. Gotta stay alert. I'm just doing what I'm doing. Right? Then of course I see on the corner of my eyes, like I don't like, even if your chick bad, I don't be trying to look at your chick. Now if it just happens and she's in my vicinity, ninja, I'm gonna look. But I don't just be trying to look at dudes, girls, or whatever. Right. So I see her on the side of my eye. I see her on the side of my face, right? Just burning up, she burning a hole in my face. Right. So, I turn my head a little bit and she just looking at me. She just like she ain't never seen a ninja like me before. I'm like, okay, ma'am, like you gonna continue to burn a hole in my face while her dude sitting right in front of her, right? So his back is to me and she facing me. So she looking dead at me, and he just, he keep on having to adjust himself, right? Keep on having to adjust himself, like trying to, get bigger, and block the moon ass ninja, block the shining star ass ninja. He just keep trying to, and I'm like, bro, you guys don't know. Once your girl is took, she's took, right? And trust and believe, that's not the first time that has happened. That's not the second time that has happened, right? Probably not even the third time that has happened. But dudes will know that they girls are slimy, basically. Dudes will know that they girl are slimy, and they will still stay with them. They will still overlook it. Right? They will still, ninjas will go. They'll go so far as to continue it on to marriage. Cartier said she's seen a chocolate ninja and questioned her man ninja, and it's funny that you said that because she was a little blondie. He said, no diddy. It's funny that you said that because she was a little blondie, and I'm like, bro. In my head, real deal. In my head, I'm like, I just like, oh my god, bro. When this stuff be happening to me, don't think I just be having like, this ultimate ego boost and yeah, I took a ninja chick. Nah, bro, I don't get an ego boost from that anymore. It was cool. That stuff was cool when I was younger. That stuff was cool when I was younger. Like, look at me. I can take his shit. But nowadays, I'm like, bro, I shake my head and I'm like, bro, dudes out here going out bad. And they do it so blatantly. The thing about it is it is blatant. It is blatant disrespect. Like it is blatant. It's one thing because listen, if you're a looker, you're a looker, whatever. Right? People are attractive. They see who they see. Okay, cool. Right? But going out of your way, and y'all know what kind of way I'm talking about. Y'all know exactly what kind of way I'm talking about. I'm talking about going out of your way to like let it be known that I want you to know that basically almost basically having sex with eyes, having sex with your eyes, basically. Just letting it be known that I am sexually attracted to you while you're with your dude is asinine. It's asinine. So no, I don't get an ego boost from it, and quite frankly, I hate it. Honestly, I hate it because dudes will be looking me up and down. I create so many enemies without doing a damn thing. I swear to God, I create enemies without doing a dang on thing. And somebody said basically, listen. Nowadays, it's hypergamy on steroids. Somebody said it in chat. I think it was Cartier. But this is hypergamy on steroids, right? And I already talked about the 90-10 rule. 90-10 rule is in full effect. In this economy, ninja, in this economy, hypergamy is on steroids. I don't care. I don't care if you have a woman. Even if you have a woman today, even if you have a girlfriend right now, even if you have a significant other, ninja, hypergamy is on steroids. Everybody's bitch is up for grabs. I swear to God. Everybody's chick is up for grabs, ninja. Right? Especially if y'all don't have no solid foundation, it was rocky from the jump. You were a simp, a gump, a red pill rager, Andrew Tate ass ninja from the jump. It's over. It's over. As a matter of fact, Ninja, it gets so dirty. It gets so dirty as to they'll be with whole gumps, right? Because they know the gumps, they can go 50-50 with the gumps. These for these 50-50 ass ninjas too, right? Like I said, you're a stepping stone dude. You're a stepping stone dude. A lot of men are stepping stone dudes, right? Because a lot of dudes are not him. A lot of dudes are not him, so you can only be the other one. You're a stepping stone dude. So a lot of these girls are with stepping stone dudes, right? And now if they just so happen to get knocked up and have a child, then she settled. Then she just settled. However, when she come across him, guess what she doing? Because she always wanted to be with him. She always wanted to be with him. So guess what? She's gonna find her way back to him. So when him come across her, guess what? She taking that chance. She's taking a risk. She's taking a risk. That's why so many celebrities, that's why so many artists, right? When it's time, like take Chris Brown for instance. When you remember when he was when he went viral for having the photo shoot where the women was grabbing on him and he was grabbing booty and all that stuff. You know how many divorces was created by that? How many divorces? How many people broke up because of that? Right? You know how many people called it quits after that? Because they got it presented itself. It presented itself. So best believe when him come across, chicks are going. So they'll be with the gumps, the chomps, right? 50-50 ass ninja. They with this dude. Remember I told y'all about the girl who, she said she was just staying with dude. She was staying with dude because, he was staying with his parents and she didn't have to pay any rent, right? She literally told me out of her mouth, verbatim, like, I'm just with him because, I don't have to pay rent right now. I'm getting up on my feet, literally out of her mouth, right? See, and this too, that this is what I've experienced too. When chicks find you, attractive, extremely attractive, they look at you like him, they want you, they're gonna tell you the truth. They're gonna tell you the truth because they want you to come in and be the saving grace. They want you to come in and save the day. They want you to come in and be the cleanup man because you're him. You're him. So they look at you like, dang, I need you, ninja. I need you. Please save me from this other ninja. They look at you, you carrying yourself well. You got on that Dolce & Gabbana, ninja. You got on that Chanel, ninja. Right? You got on that Burberry, ninja. You walking around smelling good, ninja. You walking around looking like something. You strutting around like like a stallion, ninja. Right? They hear your hooves coming. You walking around like this, ninja. They looking around like, who is this stud? They're looking around like, who is this stud, ninja? So they'll tell you the honest to God truth. And so many chicks have told me the honest to God truth. They have women have no filter. They have no filter when they look at you as him. They have no filter. They'll straight up tell you, oh, I'm married. I'm married, by the way. They'll straight up tell you, oh, I'm married, by the way. I do have a boyfriend. Like, they'll be full out. They don't even try to hide it. I'm like, yeah, I'm married. I'm married. Yep. Or I got a boyfriend, but when they hit you with the, I got a boyfriend, but when they hit you with the but, you already know what time it is. You already know what time it is. Jay says, never taking on someone's baby mama. That's simp behavior. However, dudes out here doing it. Dudes are out here doing it, and quite frankly, there's no saving dudes because they think saving women is just gonna, I guess give them cookie points, brownie points or something. Right? They think if they take the high road ass ninja, no nobility ass ninja, noble ass ninjas, let me do the right thing ass ninjas, righteous ass ninjas, right? Self-righteous ass ninjas. They think that, oh, if I'm gonna go in her life and I'm gonna be the father to those children. I'm gonna be the father to those children that they never had. Ninja, if you don't get the hell on somewhere, ninjas get up in there, the kids running around, you ain't my daddy, kicking them in the leg, throwing toys at them, ninja. One of the oldest, 16 years old, ninja, he not stunned none of that. He'll fight you as ninja. He walked into the situation. He tried to discipline the kids. She in there, do not discipline my kids. You are not their dad. Ninja thought he was gonna go in there and save the day as ninja. Nope, you're not going in there and save the day. As a matter of fact, you just made your life 10 times worse. Ninja thought you was gonna go in there and discipline those kids. You thought that you was gonna go in there with some kind of masculinity, ninja. Nope. You ain't they daddy, ninja. You heard what they said. Ninja's trying to come in there and you need to sit down, right? I'm gonna call my daddy. Ninja, now daddy over there, he over there. You letting this ninja hit on my kids. You letting him discipline my kids. No, tell him to come outside. We need to talk, ninja. Tell him to come outside. Tell him to come outside because we need to talk. Right? Ninja got the strap on. Ninja got the strap on his waist. Ninja, stepdaddies don't know what is about to go down. Ninja in the room, scared, shaking. Does he really want me to come outside? I mean, y'all can talk it out, man. Y'all can talk it out, man to man. I mean, he got the gat on him. He got the gun on him. You don't have a gun? No, I don't believe in guns, ass ninja. Non-violent ass nigga. Martin Luther King had a dream, ass ninja. I don't believe in having guns, ass ninja. Democrat ass ninja. Right? Take the guns away, ass ninja. I don't believe in having. I just never purchased a gun. Now you got to go outside, ninja. You got to go outside and talk to the daddy. And this the Tyrone ass ninja. This is who she got knocked up by. This is who she go to his house every other Saturday, ninja. Every other Saturday, ninja. She tell you she taking the kids over there and dropping them off, ninja. Yeah, she dropping something else off too, ninja. Yeah. Being a stepdaddy ain't for the weak. Well, it ain't for the strong either. It ain't for the strong either. Yep, Cartier said it. That's what you get when you're a good man. Exactly. Todd Packer said about to get capped by the baby daddy. When she comes over, he would sleep in the living room and she would be sleeping in his room. Exactly. Noble ass ninjas. Said there was some ninja on TikTok that was talking to a baby mom for 2 years and never smashed. Bro, the same way. I remember I told y'all the story. I told y'all the story of this Gordita. This Gordita, I had asked her. I was like, come on, come on to do an interview. Come on, and do an interview. I just want to get her, perspective because she do like little modeling and all that. She a little, a little raunchy, little Latino, whatever. So I just wanted her to I just wanted her to come on, right? Just wanted her to come on, right? So she told me, she was like, oh no, I gotta charge you 1,000. A thou wow? A thou who? 10 Benjamins, bitch? 10 Benjamins for you, little Miss Gordita? And she was like, yeah. And then she went on to explain to me. She was like, this dude, he gave me 5,000 just to go shopping. He gave me 5,000 just to go shopping. And then she blocked him. And I asked her straight up, I was like, he didn't get nothing? Did he even get to touch a little something? Rub on a little something? Grab on a little something? At least, poke it at least? or a rubby tug ninja? At least. She was like, nope. Nope. And I mean, of course, take it with a grain of salt. You never know. She could have went all the way with it, right? She could have went all the way with it. You never know. But this is what she said. She said, he just gave me 5,000 and he just told me to go shopping. And this is why the game's so messed up. This is why the game is so messed up. Because not only do you have real money in the game, right? Which you can't blame real money. Real money gonna do what real money do, which is what real money do, right? So real money gonna inflate the market anyway, because they're just gonna be throwing money like, here you go, baby. Here's a thou wow. Here you go, baby. Here's a hundred, right? Here's 100, right? Here's 100 for lunch. That's just a lunch day, ninja. That's just a lunch day. Here's 500 for the weekend. Go enjoy it. Go enjoy it with your friends. Go enjoy it with your friends. You already know where she going. I already know where she going after that night. Yeah, she going back to Mr. $500, right? She going back to Mr. $500 for sure. Especially for a chick who want that 500 on a consistent basis. Yeah, she going to Mr. 500. She going to his penthouse, right? She going to his high rise after she leave with her friends. Getting a little tipsy, getting a little drunk, right? So you got real money inflating the market, throwing money around, which, like I said, you can't blame real money. Then you have simpocracy. You got full blown simpocracy. So really, these are the attention maggots, right? Attention maggots. They just they can't help themselves. They just give all their attention away. They want to do everything for the chick. They want to get her flowers. They want to take her to the movies, right? They give her a little money here and there. They'll slide her a little something here and there, right? They'll slide her a little something here and there to try to win some kind of brownie point. She'll take it. Of course, he only got about $40, $50. She'll take it though. That's a light date. That's something light. She can order a little takeout or something, ninja. She can order a little takeout. So she getting attention and validation from the simpocracy ninjas, right? And then she getting the thou wows, right? The Benjamin Franklins, right? From the real money, right? The game. This is the game. This is the game. And then, like I said, now you can't disprove 90-10 rule at this point. You can't disprove 90-10 rule at this point, right? Because if the majority of people are becoming single, right? The majority of women are predicted to be single and childless. 60% of women are predicted to be single and childless by 2030. That's 5 years, right? Which I already think we're probably over that 50% mark at this point. At this point, we're probably over that 50% mark, but 60% of women are predicted to be single and childless. If that is 60% of women, if that's 60% of women who are predicted to be single and childless, the statistic for men is going to be staggering. And I haven't even heard nothing on this. If 60% of women are going to be single and childless in the next 5 years, ninja, that's around the corner. That has to mean, because guess what? Even though 60% of women, they're still going to be dealing with the top 10% of men. They're still going to be dealing with the top 10% of men. So guess what? That just has to mean, from a logical standpoint, that upwards to 80 to 90% of men are either going to be sharing their girl, right? Or with nothing at all. They're either going to be sharing their girl or have nothing at all. Prove me wrong. It only makes sense. It only makes sense. Right? Shane Alexander, tongue twitcher. Shane Alexander says single and childless is a win for men, though. How? Okay, explain to me how, ninja. Explain to me how that's a win for men. Right? I already just explained to you most men's predicament. Most men are still stuck in the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. They're still stuck in La La Land, right? They're still stuck in fantasy world. They still stuck in delusional land. How's that a win for men when most men still looking for they still looking for the needle in the haystack? Cartier says sharing is caring. Jay says I sent you a DM. Okay, I'm gonna check it after the stream. I'm gonna check it after the stream. Ninja still waiting on that golden. Hey, that was a good one, Cartier. They still waiting. They still waiting on the golden ticket. They've been waiting all their life to get that golden ticket to go into Charlie and Chocolate Factory, into the chocolate factory. They've been waiting all their dang on life, right? So much so that Ninja they rush it, right? They rush it. They try to find the first girl to show them some attention, right? They looking, searching. Oh where could my be? Oh where can she be? Ass ninjas. Oh where ass ninjas. All my life. All my life ass ninjas. Kale, you can super chat. All my life as ninjas. Still thinking that she's gonna drop into your arms, ninja. Do you not know? Do you not know that people are paying? See, this is how you know. This how you know dudes are behind the times. They don't operate at a high level. They don't know what's going on. Ninja, if it really came push to shove, ninja, why not just pay top of the line dollar for a matchmaker? Why not just pay top of the line dollar for a matchmaker? If you're so heavily invested, into marriage, if you're so heavily invested in, having children, if you're so heavily invested in wanting that kind of lifestyle for yourself, right? If you're so heavily invested, then why not pay top of the line dollar for it? Right? Do you not understand that people are paying upwards to $10,000, $15,000 to matchmaker to find the exact prototype that they want, the exact same mindset, the exact kind of frequency, right? That they want, that they need, right? They're not dealing with low hanging fruit. They're not dealing with little ratchets. They're not dealing with little, blue hair bandits. They're not dealing with those kind of women. They're dealing with high level women, high level thinkers, right? They're dealing with those kind of women. They're paying top of the line dollar because listen, man. And then too, those women are not the most pure in a sense that how men think that, oh yeah, she needs to have no bodies and she needs to be a virgin ass ninja, Andrew Tate ass ninjas. She need to be 14 years old ass ninja, PDF foul ass ninjas, right? Ninja still think, oh yeah, she's gonna be pure. She can't be touched, ninja. Nobody can never rub her hair, ninja. She can never have used shampoo that's tampering with. She's tampering with her hair, as ninja. She can never use this perfume, ninja. She's trying to draw men in. I don't want a woman who's ever used perfume, because if she's used perfume as ninjas, that means that she was trying to draw in attention as ninjas. Stupid ass ninjas. Confused ass ninjas. That means she was trying to draw in attention as ninjas. What? What? Bro, these are women who have been on the dark side. These are women who have been, high level escorting. Right? These could possibly be, and not saying all of them, but these are possibly women who have, been, with politicians and doctors, attorneys, right? High level men, right? She had to find a way to pay her way, through law school, and she went that route. She had to pay her way through medical school, and she knew a guy, she knew a politician, and she knew some of his circle, right? And of course they passed her around like a merry-go-round, ninja. But guess what? Now she's ready to wrap it up. She got out early. She paid her way through medical school, ninja. She paid her way through medical school. See, ninjas don't want to hear this. She paid her way through medical school. So guess what? Now she's ready to wrap it up. She's 27, 28, maybe 30, 35, 33, right? And now guess what? She got some money. She got her career, right? But she still want to be married. She got her JD, but she not really trying to practice it, full time, right? If she can get married to a high level man, a top 10% man, she could just have her JD for formality, right? So when he taking her to events and balls, when he taking her to events and balls, she can say, hey, oh, my wife has her JD, right? My wife has her JD. She stays at home, but she has her JD. She could tell you a little something about law. Hey, James, my wife has her JD. She could tell you a little something about law. Or you got that problem over there, buddy. Got that problem over there. My wife could possibly take care of that, right? So when she's taking when you go into those formal settings, yeah. And like I said, now she's 33. She's ready. She's ready to get married. She's been a high level escort. But guess what? Now she got that moolah. Now she got that money. So guess what? She paid 10,000. She paid $10,000, $15,000 to get into a high level matchmaking, program, or with the individual who has a high level circle, right? So she paid 10 to $15,000 to have access, more access than she already had. She paid for more access to men who want to be married and to have children. These are high level dudes. Same goes for the men, right? If they wanted the women on the same level, right? Like-minded women, beautiful women. We're not talking about no ratchets. We're not talking about no fives and sixes, right? We're talking about beautiful women, right? The guys are also paying $10,000, $15,000 to get into the matchmaking program to get with some of these women. And no, these are not the purest women. Like I just said, they've been around the block, but now they're like I said, pick. You got to pick and choose. I already talked to y'all about this. I said, listen, if you want to get married in today's time period, if you want to be married in today's time period, you're gonna have to deal with the possibility that this chick may have had an OnlyFans ninja. She may have had trains ran on her. She may have done some little escorting on the side to pay her way through law school, medical school ninja, or pay her way through school in general, or just to have a little money ninja. You're gonna have to deal with it. And like I said, can a woman do all of those things and still change her life around and be a good person? Absolutely. That's just me being a realist. Yes, a woman can do that and turn life around and be like, hey, I was doing that for this reason alone, and now I want to settle down and get married. Absolutely. 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 But you want to accept that is another story. Thinking that Justin said, if it floats, flies, or fucks, it's always better to rent it. I just want guys to understand the just the realism of it all, just the gravity of it all, right? And this is how it strictly is, man. Somebody drop a super chat. I'm talking and talking. Somebody drop a super chat. I know we got some new people in here. I know we got some new ninjas in here. Somebody go ahead and drop a super chat so I can go ahead and continue. Kale, you in here asking questions, Ninja. You drop a super chat. Wait on you, ninjas. Said, why won't YouTube allow me to share a video to your DM? What do you mean? Instagram DM? That's separate from YouTube. I don't know. I mean, just copy it. Just copy the link. Just copy the link and send it to my DM. Just copy the link and send it to my DM. Somebody go ahead and drop that super chat. I'm waiting on you, ninjas. Don't make me close the doors to the church now. Don't make me close. Ninjas start leaving when you start talking about super chat. Come on now, ninjas. Come on now, ninjas. So I can go ahead and conclude this message, ninjas. So I can go ahead and conclude this message, ninjas. Come on, ninjas. We had about 40 people in here. 40 plus people in here. Ninjas done dropped off. Ninjas drop off. Start talking about super chatting ass ninjas. Oh, we found us one. Oh my God. We found us one. It's always one pitiful ass ninja. I just be waiting on you ninjas to poke your head through the dang on clouds ass ninja. No, not the clouds ninja. That sounds too noble, ninja. I be ninjas to poke your head through the rocks ass ninja. Old dusty ass broke ass ninja. Old broke ass dusty ass ninja don't understand the principles of give and take ass ninja. Don't understand the principle of give and take. Shane Alexander, old broke dusty ass ninja. Old broke dusty ass ninja. You the one that go to a restaurant and don't tip ass ninja. This ninja leave a $2 tip on $100 ass ninja. Old bitch ass ninja. Old cootie cat pussy. Gonna come in here and tell me what the hell I should be asking ninja. What? If I'm sitting up here, ninja, don't you think that you should sit here and be compensated for actually working, ninja? Do or do you one of these socialist ass ninjas? You one of these communist ass ninjas, huh? Right? You one of these welfare ass ninjas. Right? Let me see how you living ass ninja. Let me see where that's gotten you. Let me see where that's gotten you ass ninja. Based on your profile picture, ninja, I can tell you ain't living good. I can tell you ain't living good. What you eat for dinner, ass ninja? What you eat for dinner, Mickey D's ass ninja? What you eat for dinner, ninja? A pack of noodles, ass ninja? Which one, beef or chicken, ass ninja? Gonna come in here talking about some begging. I can't stand you ninjas. I really can't stand you ninjas. You ninjas will never understand the principle of putting something together, right? Do you even understand how long it took for me to be able to talk and formulate thoughts, a stream of thought for a whole hour plus, ninja? Do you not understand how long it took for me to practice being able to sit right here in front of a camera to even talk for 15 minutes, ninja? Do you not understand what it even takes to build a skill, ass ninja? Do you not understand the time that it takes to learn anything, as ninja? Probably not, because ninjas like you can't understand. You can't possibly understand what it takes to actually build a skill, ninja. You can't possibly understand, because only people that don't understand think like yo dusty broke ass. Old pussy ass ninja. Come in here talking about some like ninja, like you, like people like you'll never be nothing in life. Yep. I hope my words stick to you like some damn honey, nigga. I hope it stick to you. Like white on rice, ninja. I hope it stick to you. Loser. Ninja, you'll forever be a loser with that mindset. Ninja, I just hit 9,000. Ninja, I just hit 9,000 yesterday. Right? We on the way to 10,000. We throwing a whole mother flipping celebration for the $10,000 subs. Ninja. Ninja, do you know how much consistency it took to get to 9,000, Ninja? Do you know how long it took to get to 9,000, Ninja? Do you not understand how much work it took to get to just 9,000 subs, Ninja? Of course you don't, because you don't understand the gravity of putting in work. You don't understand the gravity of putting in work, Ninja. So yep, I'll stop the whole stream just for your broke ass. Ninja, because you could have just became a member, Ninja. You just could have became a member, Ninja. Support the channel, Ninja. Support the message, Ninja. Support the work, Ninja. You could have just became a member, Ninja. You see the member sitting in there chilling, Ninja. Because when I'm talking about super chatting, I'm never really talking to my members. I'm not talking to the members. I'm talking to ninjas like you who sit in here and think that you're supposed to get a whole just free message, Ninja. I ain't never say that you obligated to, Ninja. I just said that, Ninja, before we conclude everything, Ninja, drop our super chat, Ninja. But this message was for you. Maybe you need to go and watch the other stream, Ninja, when I was talking about loser maxing, Ninja, because that mindset right there is a loser matching. This is who I'm always surrounded by, Ninja. The whole world, clap it up for Shane Alexander. The whole freaking United States of America is filled with ninjas like Shane Alexander, Ninja. It is filled with ninjas like Shane Alexander that think that they're not supposed to give anything to take anything. Right? This ninja think that the government owe him some ass ninja. Food stamp eating ass ninja. Welfare having ass ninja. Right? Wick having ass ninja. Oh no, I can't get. No, I can only afford a pack of noodles, ass ninja. Went in the store and got a 24 pack of chicken flavored noodles, ass ninja. Didn't even get the beef, nasty ass ninja. Got to go in there and get the Family Dollar pack of water, ninja. Can't even go get the can't go in Walmart ass. You can't even go in Wally World ass ninja. Wally World too expensive for your broke ass ninja. Gonna come over here in my chat talking that bullshit as if I'm not putting in no motherfucking work, ninja. Yep, now I'm really putting a pause on the dang on the live stream, ninja, just to talk about your dusty ass. This is why everything's so messed up now. This is why everything's so messed up now. This is why dudes can't find circles. This is why dudes can't find groups. This is why dudes have no friendships, ninjas, because it's low-level mindedness like yo dusty broke ass who ruins it for everybody, ninja. Then the mindset spread to other ones because you done ruined their experience, ninja. So now they're like, well, what's the point of living, ninja? You destroyed their mindset with your sickly mindset. With your I only want to take mindset and not give mindset. So what do you think I'm doing? You think I'm not giving, ninja? Ninja, it's 10 o'clock. It's 10 o'clock Central Standard Time, ninja. Ninja, I got off work at 6 o'clock, Ninja. I got off work at 6 o'clock. I still have a main job, Ninja. I got off work at 6 o'clock. Getting back home, I'm thinking about what kind of content I can provide, what kind of education / entertainment, Ninja, that I can provide to my audience, Ninja. Further provide value, Ninja. And also working on other things as well, Ninja. You don't think that I want to come back home and just, maybe slouch around a little bit, Ninja? You don't think maybe I just want to sit here and watch TV for a little bit, Ninja? But no, I don't. No, I don't do that because I want to be productive, Ninja. I want to provide something, Ninja. I want to do something. I want to continue to build, Ninja. But low lives like you, food stamp having ass ninjas like you, think that you can come into my chat, thinking that you can come over to my channel and try to say I'm only using my audience as a wallet when I'm sitting up here literally after work, Ninja, when I could in hindsight really be doing something else, Ninja. I could be relaxing, Ninja. I could be going to sleep, Ninja, because I have to, Ninja, because I'm working 6 days this week again, Ninja, because I'm really getting to the bag, Ninja, because I'm really putting in work, Ninja. I'm working 6 days this week on top of doing my live streams, on top of giving some other creators the opportunity to use my platform to further push their message as well, Ninja. You think, come on, bro. Come on, man. This is what we doing. But y'all wonder why Ninja men are all messed up around here. Y'all wonder why dudes around here depressed, ain't got a pot to piss in, Ninja. Dudes out here all fucked up and out of here, Ninja. They not getting no punani. Dudes ain't been touched in 2 years. Ninja, dude, 80 ninja, $80 coochie went out the door in 5 years ago. Ninja still who's selling a piece of punani for $80, Ninja? The price of the punani been went up, Ninja. Even the ugly ducklings, Ninja, not going for anything under 120, Ninja. Ninja can't even afford 120, Ninja. Ninja still think that he about to get some loving for a free ass, Ninja. Ninja gonna be out here putting holes in dogs and horses in a minute, Ninja, just to get it for free, ass Ninja. Just to get it for free. You ninjas make me sick. You ninjas make me sick. Thinking I'm just up here. I'm just up here just fucking talking, I guess. I'm just up here fucking talking, Ninja. I didn't build a channel up to 9,000 subs. I didn't do that. Nah. I didn't do that. My bad. It was luck, Ninja. I just threw some shit up. I just threw some shit together and just threw it out there, Ninja. I didn't use my mind. I didn't use my creativity. Right? I didn't use any of that. I didn't struggle, Ninja. I didn't want to quit. None of that, I guess. I didn't want to quit. I didn't want to give up, Ninja. I didn't want to throw the whole thing away, Ninja. I guess I didn't want to do any of that. I'm just up here willy-nilly, Ninja, for fun. Right? I am up here for fun. It's fun getting on you broke-ass ninjas, dusty-ass ninjas, low-vibrational-ass ninjas. Stay the fuck away from... Woo! Man. I really despise ninjas like that. And he really mad because I really wasn't acknowledging his dusty ass like that. Just mad. Yeah, how you mad because I want? Look, he over there eating his popcorn. He over there eating his popcorn and shit. He was loving it. He was loving the stream. He was loving the stream. He over there eating his popcorn. Then I said stop. I said stop. Drop. I said, hold up. Somebody go ahead and super chat. This ninja talking about, you really gonna stop? You really gonna stop the stream? You really gonna stop the stream just to ask for some money? What, ninja? What? Excuse me? This is the type of ninja. This is the type of ninja. He don't leave a tip, the proper tip at the restaurant, ass ninja. He leave $2 on $100 tip, ass ninja. He the type don't pay for the movie ticket. Let's sneak in, ass ninja. Let's not pay for the movie ticket. Let's try to sneak in so we can watch a free movie, ass ninja. He that type of ninja. Ninja. You don't get the hell on. Hate ninjas like that. Hate them. Anyway, ninja. Where we even leave off at? He got me all ninja. Because if you was in person, I would have had to slap you, ninja. I would have had to slap you. Ninja. Anyway, concluding, ninja. Concluding. Right? Where we leave off at? Lost my train of thought messing around with broke ass ninjas. Anyway, concluding. Let me drink a sip of water, ninja. Coming here talking shit. Ninja could have at least gave up. Ninja, if he would, he could have stayed silent. Ninja could have put $1 in the chat. Ninja could have put $1 in there. Ninja could have put in $2.50. Ninja, you ain't about to do nothing with it. What you about to go do? Buy a Swisher, ninja? You about to go buy a Black and Mild, ain't you? Ninja in here complaining. Ninja could have put $2.50 in the chat, ninja. Guess what I would have said? I would have said, shouts out to this ninja right here. Shouts out to this ninja who put in the super chat. And guess what I would have done? I would have continued on with the mother flipping live stream. That's what I would have done, ninja. But then ninja, he had now I really had to stop it for this complaining ass ninja. Right, Cartier, and I was flowing too. I was in here flowing, but I had to really stop. I had to put a pause to that train of thought, and I had to get on this ninja. And I hope you unsubscribed. I hope you unsubscribed. He probably unsubscribed. He'll be back. That ninja will be back. He'll be back right back over here, ninja. He'll be right back over here, ninja. Anyway, here's the last thought on this. I had some other points. But the ninja, that ninja ruined it for y'all. I had some other points, but we're just gonna conclude it like this. And this is something that I've said, plenty of times in other situations as well, right? Men simply, leverage. The reason why so many men are losing in relationships, the reason why so many men are losing in dating, the reason why so many men are losing in general, right? Especially when it comes to women. These ninjas want it more than the women do. Facts. A lot of these guys out here, there's so many men who are in full desperation mode, ninja. Right? They're in full loser mindset, like that ninja Shane Alexander. They already come into it with a loser mindset. They don't come into it with the abundance mindset, right? They come into it with the loser mindset, right? They come into it with a scarcity mindset. They already thinking, dang, I need to do everything that it takes not to lose. This the best thing I ever had, ninja. I don't want to be back out here and looking for punani for another 2 years, ninja going on whole droughts for a whole year. I can have a pocket coochie at home, ass ninja, right? Ninjas want the pocket coochie. They want to come back home, right? Do what they got to do. They'll get in here after work and go in there and wash dishes and sweep the floor. Ass ninja. She been at home. Ninja come back after work, cooking and cleaning ass ninjas, just so he don't make her mad. Just to keep the peace. Ass ninjas. Ninjas out here desperate. So they're doing everything to keep the coochie at home. They're doing everything that they can to keep it in their pocket. And when you kick it like that, when you maneuver like that, you lose your leverage. Right? When you operate like that, you lose your abundance. Well, you lose the abundance mindset if you even came into it like that. So a lot of guys, they're not operating from a place of abundance. They're operating from a place of scarcity, right? And women understand that. Women know that. Don't think that they're dumb at all. They understand very well that a lot of men are out here desperate. They understand very well that a lot of you ninjas are not getting none. They understand very well that they can put it on lock. They can put the Punani on lock and ain't nobody gonna say nothing. You gonna do her bidding, ass ninja, right? Welcome to the simpocracy. I need a whole video. I need to develop a whole video for the simpocracy. May just develop that whole live stream on the simpocracy. We need to talk about the simpocracy, right? We definitely need to talk about the simpocracy because that's where we at now. And women understand that they have all the leverage in the simpocracy. They have all the leverage in the simpocracy until it comes down to the men who have the options, which is that 10% of men, right? 90-10 rule, right? You can, like I said before, you can be in a full-blown relationship. You can be in a full-blown marriage. You can be in a full-blown situationship. I don't care what you call it, ninja. Guess what's going to happen? She has that true burning desire for him, right? She has that full-blown burning desire for the top 10%. Like I just told you, ninja. Like I just told you. Sometimes when I'm just walking around willy-nilly, I'm not looking at this chick. I'm not looking at that chick. Dude, when I come into the room, women automatically choose, right? They choose who they feel like is top 10% in that moment. They sit right there and choose who they feel like is the more superior guy, right? They're gonna let you know automatically. Women have no shame anymore. Right. And there's no shaming them either. They have no shame. They'll do it right in front of their dude. I seen chicks full blown, like putting holes in my face right in front of their guy. Right. I've seen girls give me the whole flirty eyes while they do looking. He looking at me like he want to beat me up. Ninja, look at her, ninja. She did it, ninja, not me. She did it. Not me. But ninjas wanna blow your head off. Ninjas wanna fight. That's why I stay up out the way. Right? That's why I don't go to clubs. I don't go to like those kind of, environments, ninja. Because when you in those type of environments, you're around a whole bunch of low frequency, low vibrational dudes. Right? And don't let they chick be around. Then they all hyped up, they all amped up on some fake masculine, on some fake testosterone, right? And their friends and everybody, they'll boost them up until they do something stupid. Cause dudes will listen. You don't have to be a gangster to knock somebody's head off, right? You got scary people who do it all the time. There's been plenty of dudes who they went out bad for their chick, right? His chick looked at some dude and he thought the dude looked at her wrong or something, and dude went out bad, wanted to fight, got his head knocked off, or wanted to pull out a gun. It's crazy out here. It's crazy out here. But women have the leverage. That's just what it is right now. Women have the leverage on the majority of men. Right? The majority of men don't have the leverage. The majority of men don't have the options. Right? And that's why we're also seeing a good portion of women who are with or hanging around or whatever you want to call it, situationships, this, that, or the third. I don't care what you call it at this point. But we're seeing, like you said, Moy, you're seeing a lot of dusty, not brushing their teeth ass ninjas, hanging around. I've been seeing a lot of chicks, with these dudes, right? With these dudes. Right? Then I walk into the room, then she know who's the prime player. She know who's the prime player. Right? Who is that just super chatted? Polar Bear Productions. I appreciate the super chat, man. 100, I was part of the simpocracy. Never again. Shouts out to you, man. Shouts out to you. But yeah, we need I'm gonna do a whole stream. I'm gonna do a whole stream on the simpocracy, breaking it down. Breaking it down word for word, bar for bar, ninja. But ninjas don't have the leverage anymore, right? Because dudes are in love, men are in love, women are in business. Yep, CGA, right? Coach Greg Adams. Women are in love. Men are in love, women are in business, right? But you would think that dudes would be snapping out of it, right? You would think that dudes would be snapping out of it. You would think how long the quote unquote manosphere, the quote unquote red pill, the quote unquote, all of this stuff has been around. You would think that dudes, woke up and smelled the coffee, but no, they don't. Because guess what? Men are waking up. This is the funny part. Men are waking up to how hard it is. Men are waking up to the difficulty. Men are waking up and realizing that, dang, I'm going to have to put in work. I'm really going to have to put in the hours, right? I'm really going to have to put in blood, sweat, and tears. Now men are like, dang, I thought I could be Andrew Tate head ass. I thought I can be Andrew Tate ass ninja. I thought I can get a Bugatti ninja. I thought I can get a Bugatti ninja. Nah, it ain't that simple. I thought I'd be driving Lambos at this point in my life. Ninja went to the gym. Ninja went to the gym for 2 days and thought that he was supposed to be driving Lambos around. Ninja. Shouts out to TC Prime. Shouts out to TC Prime in the chat. The sympedemic is real. Shouts out to TC Prime. If y'all don't know, man, me and TC Prime is going to be doing some collabing very soon, right? And his channel is pinned. His channel is pinned at the top of the chat. His channel is pinned to the top of the chat. So go check out TC Prime. Like I said, man, he got the prime setup over there, man. He got the prime setup. I wish my studio looked like yours, TC Prime. I wish my studio looked like yours, but Ninja, I be busy, Ninja. I haven't been able to put everything together like I should, Ninja. But I guess this is working for now, Ninja. I guess this is working for now, Ninja. But you know what? I'm gonna get it right. But shouts out to TC Prime, man. Like I said, go over there and check out his channel. Go out and check out his channel, and go over there and subscribe to his channel too. Check him out. He be over there talking up some good shit, looking all cool with the shades on and shit. Right? Let me get my shades, Ninja. Where my shades at? Oh, they too far away, Ninja. Don't make me get my shades, TC. Don't make me get my shades. But shouts out to you, man. Shouts out to you. But yeah, the simpocracy is real, man. The simpocracy is real. And there's no changing it, Ninja. There is no changing it. Shouts out to Polar Bear Productions, man. Responsibility without authority is slavery. Absolutely. You said a word right there, Ninja. You said a word right there. Responsibility without authority is slavery. Man, Polar Bear, you better tell these ninjas. You better tell these ninjas. Ninjas don't want to understand. Ninjas don't want to get it. Right? Ninjas don't want to understand anything. They see what men have to understand, right? What men have to understand is men need to understand that men need to understand the principles first. They need to understand the principles first, right? Ninjas always talking about, oh, I want to live this lifestyle, right? I want to stay in this neighborhood, right? I want this kind of woman, right? Or I want an abundance of women, right? I want this car. But then ninjas will get in here and talk about, right? They'll sit up here and talk about the dude who's actually putting in work, right? Providing a message, right? Providing an ideology, mapping out an ideology. Is more to come. Don't get it twisted. It's more to come. Literally mapping out an ideology, right? Putting in the hours, putting in the work. Dudes literally come over here. They'll say some crazy stuff, right? Regarding, oh, he using people for a pet wallet, right? Like I said, non-tipping ass ninjas, right? Going to the restaurant, server did her job, ninja leaving $5 on $100, leaving $1 on $100, ninja. This is America, ninja. Act accordingly, ninja. We tip, ninja. We tip. But ninja literally come over here with a low vibrational frequency. Ninja literally come over here with the poverty mindset. Ninja, I don't want poverty mindset individuals around me. I don't want to be nowhere near you, ninja. I don't even stay near you. I don't even stay near you, ninjas. I don't want to stay near you, ninjas. I don't want to be nowhere around you, ninja. Ninja, I don't want to shop nowhere near you, shop, ninja. Right? I don't listen. I'm in Whole Foods, ninja. You where you at? Family Dollar ass ninja. Ninja get him groceries out of Family Dollar ass Ninja. I don't want to be nowhere near that kind of mindset. That kind of mindset is not a growth mindset. That's not a abundance mindset. Until men understand that principle, right? Until men understand give and take, these dudes will never get to the level that they quote unquote say that they want to get to, right? They're rather settle in mediocrity. Right. But then and at the same time want to sit up here and complain about women. How you going to complain about women when you're not even the best possible version of yourself, Ninja? You're not even tipping, Ninja. You go to a restaurant and don't even tip, Ninja. But then you want to complain about the women when you don't even understand the principles of it. It is the principle that matters. It's the principle of it all. The principles is what tells me what kind of man you are. Right. And if I can see what kind of man you are, best believe you think women are stupid. They can see through you ninjas. They can see right through you ninjas. They know which one of you ninjas are simps. They know which one of you ninjas are really him. They know which ninjas are really having it. They know what ninjas are really him. Like I said, they know which ninjas are really put that thing on them. Pause, no Diddy. They know. So you want to sit up here with that low vibrational, low frequency, non-abundance having ass mindset, right? But then complain about women at the same time. You truly disregarding the principles. Disregarding the principles. So understanding the principle is putting yourself in a better spot. Is putting yourself in a better light. Because you're gonna pay regardless, Ninja. You're gonna pay regardless, Ninja. It don't matter if you paying me, Ninja, paying her, Ninja, paying the restaurant, paying whatever, paying for education, paying for a skill, paying for a certification, Ninja, you're gonna pay. You gotta pay to take. Ninja. Anyway, that'll conclude today's live stream, Ninja. That'll conclude today's live stream. I appreciate everybody that super chatted. I appreciate everybody that came through. I appreciate everybody who got this ninja up out of here. Oh, broke ass Shane Alexander. I'm gonna remember you, Ninja. Don't let me see your face in this chat again, Ninja. I bet you're gonna create another channel ass Ninja. But anyway, I'm sure y'all enjoyed the rant. I'm sure y'all enjoyed the broke rant. But anyway, I'll see y'all again on tomorrow night's live stream. Another great discussion. I wish I could have got more into depth with this live stream, Ninja, but I had to go on a rant. I had to go on a rant for this Ninja. Had to go on a rant for this Ninja, but I hope he learned his lesson, Ninja. Alexander, I truly hope you turn your life around, Ninja. I truly hope you turn your life around. I truly hope when you go into Red Lobster, Ninja. I truly hope when you go into Red Lobster ass Ninja, you look like a Red Lobster ass Ninja. I hope when you go into Red Lobster and you get your pasta, Ninja. I really hope when you spend that $100, Ninja, that you leave a 20% tip, Ninja. At least a 15% tip, ass Ninja. I hope you do that, ass Ninja. I hope you change your life around, Ninja. And until then, Ninja, don't bring your ass around here, Smokey. Don't bring your ass around here, Smokey. Anyway, y'all take care, man. And that's an after pill. See y'all on the next one.